Game, welcome to episode 61 of my Kingdom Come Deliverance hardcore all DLC playthrough. We're going to jump straight into this.
How may I help you?
We're going to skip through
all
of this conversation because we've done that before.
How many of?
2.
And
which way did...
I don't.
So your husband?
Yes.
Because we'd made a pretty sizable error, and we want to see if we can actually win a fight.
What did they?
Not much.
So you?
More or less.
But just. So were you?
Well.
Let's get one.
What's that?
Just so you know, it would not be.
My God.
So.
First.
That's exactly what.
They came. I noticed.
Okay.
That was very.
All I.
Go
Take
on.
the same options we did before. Let's just skip through. Alright. Yep. Lead me to their camps.
So you know where.
I won't go to their.
That'll do me.
Goodbye.
Alright. Right. So we're going to try and get pretty much straight back to the same spot as we did before.
I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry. I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Okay. Get our horse here, so we know we're heading in that direction. Can I just... my horse in the direction that the person is facing, that way. Right. Hi. Oh, we get these rocks.
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Yeah, so we don't have to scout the southern farm now. Guard there on duty, up front. Find our horse. Right, let's go. Alright, so we've cut out a bunch of that. We're going to pretty much straight back to the fight. There's the road. Right. We're going to say 15 to 20 this time, AR, and see where that takes us. See if we not get lost on the track going back this time. Where we got lost last time. This looks like the track. Is this not the track? I'm telling you, this is freaking... this part of the track is super confusing. This is clearly the road. This is clearly the road, right? And then it swings upwards. And then back down. But then this doesn't look like the road at all. Is this it here? I don't know. Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, we're good. At night, in the daytime I don't think it'd be an issue, but at night time it just has a really indistinct look about it. Alright. And this time we'll also try and go straight for the dude. This time, yeah, try and spot the Baron first and go straight for him. Yeah, literally what I just said, I was thinking to myself. Right, now, we're going to save here. Save. Right.
Good day.
Alright,
I found that encampment.
Ah.
Not really.
How many men did you...
About 15.
About 15.
Shit. That won't be easy. Oh well, nothing
to be done.
Wolfen of Camberg must hang from the ramparts in Rattled.
Shit. We could negotiate, but I want to fight. I want to fight. We've saved it.
Sounds good to me, Captain.
Let's go. Let's go.
Don't get too cocky. These skirmishes in the woods can get tricky. Anyway, I'll round up the men.
We can go. Oh, I've got to do something first. Yeah, go kill some of their men.
Of course. Ready when you are.
Good luck. Advance!
Have my axe out? No. No, I get the sword. That's the one I'm better with. Right, so we didn't get any additional men. So the archers are going around top. We didn't get any additional men. But we're going to go for him right in the middle, it looks like. So that's him right in the middle.
Wolflin of Camberg.
I gotta be careful not to die myself, to be honest.
Sir of Alestra and Sir Hanush
I
of
just go
Leipa.
running in there
You
by
have
myself.
been declared a reprobate and an outlaw.
Okay.
Will you willingly lay down your arms and accept your just punishment at the hands of Sir Hanush? Or do you intend to offer resistance?
That's a difficult choice, cousin.
What if I just
What
shoot
do
him?
you say, man?
What if I shoot him right now?
Am I to take it you intend to resist?
I didn't want to, but these men here talked me into it.
We're wasting our time, Captain. This brute here hasn't the honor of a common footpad. These murdering swine slayed Vitus and Cyril. I think it's time they paid for it. What do you say, men?
Damn!
Come on, bastards! Charge!
Where is he? Trying to find him. That's not him. That's him. Got him. Ah, they ran. Plan worked.
We whip those mangy dogs.
Who's holding the torches? I think that's because I shot. I think I bugged the game a bit because I shot with the arrow first. We won. Yeah, far out. We won. Take his gear. So I gotta talk to Captain Bernard, but I mean I want to check out the camp first. Anything here? Yeah, that was apt. Good timing. Good timing. There's celebratory music. I mean, sure, we'll grab some of this gear. So the rest just ran off into the woods. So these guards died. I mean, we were losing. I think we were losing. This is mainly guards' bodies on the ground, eh? I wonder, man, we must have been close to running away. That's 4. I don't see any... I don't see any bodies of any of their dudes apart from the main lad. I mean, I cheesed it a little bit, didn't I? I shot him with an arrow before we got going. I mean, this is why these torches are here, I think. It's suspended in midair. I shot early. I mean, I'll take it. Talk to Bernard. Where's he at? He's walking back on the path. Like, I mean, they all run. They all ran off, right? Good Good job, lads. You lived. Hans got anything to say? No, nothing. I think we were close to losing. Judging by how many are walking away here, that was about the same number as last time.
Victory is ours, Captain.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pickings, and you and Sir Hans helped us a lot.
What now?
We'll break camp and head back to the castle.
Fairly dishonorable
You want
action.
to go on ahead and report to Sir Hanush.
Yes, Captain.
Aye.
See you later.
I get the feeling that we could have negotiated and easily got a negotiation win, but I want to have a fight. I mean, my speech skills are through the roof, so I don't think negotiation would have been a problem. Alright, we're happy with that. Happy with the win. And I think we got lucky against him a bit as well, to be honest. I think the arrow dealt a bit of damage at the start. And that was the plan. Who are you? Oh, you're the woman walking back from the farmstead. Nah, the fight was better. Yeah. Yeah, fight's better than just a talk. I mean, part of me thinks the first fight was better. The first one we had. Thought it was not going to work, the arrow. I mean, as soon as I shot, it was on, wasn't it? That was like the truce was broken and it was on. It was like everyone stopped talking. Hey, that was the key. I marked him. I said, I'm taking you down. You're going down. I still having the conversation, yeah. They were. I wanted to get the shot in while he was standing still, you know. Is that no honor among thieves? Something to that effect? I mean, I'm not a knight. I'm just a commoner who dresses up like a knight and has lots of fancy armor. I don't need to act chivalrously. That sad music every time you ride past Neuhof. With the events that occurred there earlier in the game. Sorry, horse. Have a bit of a rest. Have you met the king already? No, you don't meet the king. So let me give you the background story. So this is set in like 1400s, 1200s. So I don't know, somewhere around there. Medieval Bohemia. So the king died. King Charles, whoever he was, the fourth or something, who was a really good king, and King Wenceslas, I think that's his name. Maybe. Maybe that's his name. I can't be sure. He's taken the throne, but he's like a drunkard, and just doesn't really run the kingdom very well. So the cousin from like Hungary came across and pretty much like chucked him in his own dungeon, and is now running the country, and going around killing anyone who he doesn't agree with what he's done. So that's the scene. Are we gonna have to break in here again? We are too. Hopefully no one comes in. So no, there's no meeting of the king. Come on.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you, Henry, and then get out. Come on, come on. I gotta drag him outside so he'll talk to me.
What do you want here?
Yeah,
Puck, or I'll call a guard.
Yeah, come out, come on.
Something you looking for here?
Yes, you.
Greetings.
I have news from the camp.
So let's
Sir
see what he
Hans.
says this time.
Speak.
We won this time.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a skirmish.
Where's Hans? I hope he's not.
There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive
That's the
and well.
same.
Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
Ah, there we go. Now it's
So
different.
you succeeded.
Wolfen is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right now.
Unlikely.
By God, that's excellent news.
They're
I
walking
must
back.
say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Magberg Cuirass. Is that better than the one I have, or is that the same as the one I have? 23. No, the one I have is better. Lords of Lipa. Yeah. Better. Right. Okay. Now, what we intended to do an hour ago was to go talk to Tobias Pfeiffer about the forgery, coin forgery, and also about the other matter. So let's go back to are there rare items as well? There are some items that are definitely rarer than others, but you can still pick them up fairly easily. There are some that are unique, yeah. There are some unique items that you can only get in certain parts of the game that won't randomly drop around. I mean, my kit's pretty good right now. I mean, what is that? Put those onto the horse so we can see what I have. So my kit's pretty decent. You can go sort of different ways. I've got plate armor. If you don't go plate armor, you're a lot lighter and you can dodge a lot faster. So I'm more tanky rather than fast, which is why my vitality is pretty good, 20, yeah, which is why I could run. Agility is fairly high. Like, I mean, I could. And can you forge better weapons? No, you don't necessarily forge weapons, but you can. You can improve your weapon. You can like repair your weapons and whatnot, so that they're not damaged. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of maintenance skills. So if I go to here, maintenance. So things like blacksmith, weapons you repair with your repair kit have a stronger attack until they get damaged. A weapon you've sharpened yourself causes 15% greater damage. Weapon you've sharpened yourself has a 15% greater chance of causing bleeding. When you repair your own armor, you have a pad it so it doesn't jangle as much, keeping your noise down. Like so, whole bunch of things that I've got unlocked. Sort of improve your weaponry. I walk in here? I can. Right, so this is Master Pfeiffer. We have to talk to him about two different things. This one and the King's Silver. Sir Radzik and Menhart, that's right. The lad Menhart, the other knight we ran into.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Master Pfeiffer, Sir Radzik sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings
I don't
of
like
yours?
Sir Radzik may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone
have
could
to
be
go into the
stealing the silver
mines.
from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
Can you go to sleep as well at night if you don't want to do a quest in the night, or is it unavoidable? I mean, that quest we had to do at night. because I think when we got it, I think it can be done during the day, but we sort of got it late afternoon. But most quests are not time sensitive, but the occasional one is, and you just got to be careful with if it's sort of wanting you to do something right now. Like it was like join the soldiers in the courtyard now. If I didn't join them in the courtyard, now I would have failed the quest and I wouldn't have got to do it. But most of them, you have a fair bit of time to work around.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all...
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Foot of the hill by a small fish.
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzik can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Skalitz miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Namoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? A dozen? 2
Is that
dozen?
information that I had?
How am I to arrest
that
them
I've...
all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
That must have been information I'd gathered
I should
previously.
look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered.
Yeah,
even
like
murder.
Me.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
I know if Nemoy is really stealing the silver. Now, that's one thing I have to talk to you about. I have to talk about the other thing, fake Russian.
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
A certain knight turned up there. It turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
He was.
Doesn't
Good thing
match anyone
we
I've
matched
heard
him.
of.
We were his better.
But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzik.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzik has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins, then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see.
Let's have a look. What
We,
do they
the
say?
alderman of the city of Passau. Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognise the hand. It's a Clement of Captives.
Recognises the hand.
The high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs?
Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
Oh yeah, that makes sense
So
then.
what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly
I'm just a
explains why
commoner.
your knight is so
Explain it to me.
mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful, and we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right.
I feel like we're
You
going to
will
be
go
going
to
to the
Sussex
silver
at
mines
once.
for more than one thing.
Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Farewell.
Okay, lots of things to do. You're going to go find out where the counterfeiters are getting quicksilver, speak with Sir Ulick, speak with Ulick. But I think we're going to have a rest. So we'll just sleep for a couple of hours. So down in our mill. And we'll head off in the morning, I think. No need to be riding around the countryside in the early hours of the morning. We've already done enough of that today. Let's wait for daylight. Okay. A couple hours sleep, get energy back to 100. You streaming tomorrow as well? Yeah, we'll be. Maybe Dota tomorrow. I feel like we can have some more positive games than what we had last night. Disastrous night of Dota last night. Alright. Head off. Is the miller awake? He is. Where's he at? Or is he up here still? I think I'm off now. I got work tomorrow. We'll catch you tomorrow. Mayo 130. Yeah, thanks for hanging in the stream tonight, and yeah, I'll hope to catch you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the stream tonight, and yeah, if you want to see any more Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay, check out my YouTube, and it's all up on there. I'll find this mill. Oh, here it is.
Henry,
yeah, sure, dude.
I'm glad you came.
There's 60 episodes worth there. You got enough to last you a while. It's a good game. It's got lots of different things I've done. Like if you look at the done quests, these are my finished quests. So, quite a lot there. Yeah, thank you for the compliment, Maya. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great night's sleep and a great day tomorrow. That kicks. I will move that across. I want to put that into my section. See ya.
God be with you.
Sell. I've got some good.
All right. Good luck then.
Okay. We're gonna keep that one, won't we? Because it's like a unique one. Right. Oh, we don't need it. Okay. Is that it? Sell this thing. Yep, oh, I'm a bit hungry apparently. Well, what have I got in? I got some bread. Let's eat that. Got some River's Lovitch boar. Let's have a bit of that. And we'll be on our way. Heading over to Sasau. Now, are we still wanted in Sasau? I hope not. I don't think we are. Although we might have to answer some questions when we get there. This torch away. Check that out. And let's grab our axe back out because we want to level that up a bit. Get the chance. We were in a fight, so yeah, clean up our gear a little bit. Do a few repairs. And Taylor's kit. Right.
Yeah.
Be on our way. Am I fueled on yet?
Yeah.
Right. So we haven't been over to Sasau since the monastery incident. We haven't been there for a while, just while things calmed down and hopefully they didn't want to arrest me anymore. We did ride out of there in a hurry last time we were there. Birds trying to swoop down on me. Reminds me of the magpies swooping down all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, let's roll. So we're looking for where we gotta look at the forges. Forges are where we need to look for where they're making the copper amalgam or whatever it's called. And that should lead us on the right track. Now, will there be a little foray here? Potentially. Potentially. Not sure. Can't see anyone yet. That looks clear. Let's go cross country. I think I'm glad I've done all the hunting quests, or I think I did most of them. Can't imagine we've got any more hunting quests to go. We've hunting skills at level 20, so we've obviously been doing it a fair bit. Some bees there, we could get some honey. Who's this lad? Let's see what he has to say. Townsman? Nothing to say. Alehouse maid, maybe?
God grant.
No?
Goodbye.
Oh, the innkeeper. Innkeepers know everything that's happening in the town.
I hope I can be...
Are there any problems?
Nothing I've heard about.
No?
God be with you.
Actually, can we have some fine wine?
Take care.
Got any? Yeah, let's grab some of that. That'll keep us going for a bit. That guard looked an awful lot like me. Whose horse is this? Somebody's horse in town? Oh, that's... Oh, hang on, that's Ulrich's horse.
Right. Garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
Master Otter, you're a forge.
Honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You should be honoured.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery, there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Yes?
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well,
I mean, monastery
him and me
blacksmith
don't
sounds
exactly
like
see
the
eye
dodgy
to
one,
eye.
considering
He
they
wanted
said
to
it's
buy my
originated
business,
in the monastery.
but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
Okay, so you don't like
That'll be
Zach.
all. Thank you.
What about you, though?
Do you
work
make
with
anything
copper?
out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
Ah. So, sounds like Zach is the one that we need to be talking to. Now, I think Ulrich is here in town because his horse is there, I'm guessing. Is he here? No, maybe he's at the other. I think he's at the. What's the wagon is in? Can't see him here. Horse, come in.
Yeah.
Let's talk to this lad. I mean, it sounds like the monastery dude is the one that we need to talk to.
Greetings.
Nope.
Good luck then.
I don't need a swordmaster for Privslavich because I have an armor point there. Talk to this guy. He was the honest cravesman. We've already dealt with this lad a couple of times for things. Mikesh.
My humble greeting.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Zach
from the monastery
brought it all
craftsman's
up.
yard
Bought it all up,
has
rather.
bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmith?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free.
Too many of you.
This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard.
Too
and
many.
mostly works on the
Too many
construction of
means
the
no one
church.
gets an honest
And
day's
then,
work.
apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Zach?
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
See what the dispute's
there's a
about.
matter to
We
look
already
up
know
to.
he wanted
He's
to buy the
worked for the
shop.
lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people.
Peace
He's
and quiet.
enjoying the peace and quiet.
Yeah, not
Or rather,
dying,
he used
right?
to
That's a
enjoy
good thing.
some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him.
Okay, so there's
will be all.
definitely a dispute going on here. I get the feeling we're going to have to resolve it.
Yeah!
This is this horse here. That's Ulrich over there. We don't want to talk to him yet, I don't think, do we? We're actually working on the main quest at the moment. Find out in Sasso who works with copper. Speak with Ulrich. I mean... Oh, we can talk to him. We're here. May as well.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the
the other part. Yeah.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking
He's working
about.
through the night.
Have you heard anything
on
else?
Other business.
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
All gone.
That's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Talk to the master fresco painter. Let's go. Okay.
I'm glad to see you.
Just as you ordered.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Okay.
What do you need quick?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
True artists.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing.
Does seem odd, doesn't
Bad
it?
luck, and then there's something else.
That's all I need to know.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my
I'll play a
stay's
game.
getting expensive.
What do you have for sale?
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
I'll be with you.
Haven Life 2, have I read that? I think so. Treasure Map 3. Fine Wine. I'll take all that. You still want to play some dice?
Well, Master Painter.
Yes, unfortunately. And
Let's throw a few dice, yeah. Dice sounds
There's always
good.
time for some dice.
take care now.
Let's see what we can do. Why are you taking so long to load the dice game? It should be quick. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, let's use all our dice, shall we? Alright.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
I only did 2,000. We didn't even see how much we're wagering for. Oh, that's pretty good. Take that, 1,000. One pass. Halfway there. Yeah, you could get it on one roll, but it's a risk you gotta take. 3 fours, only 400. That's 3 die.
Pull me an
There you go, bust. He does. What's these dice he goes? He got golden dice. What are they? Can I want to yoink them actually? I think I'm gonna come back here at night time and yoink your die.
Got it for you right here.
Right, so we've spoken to Ulrich.
Hey, as usual.
He said go talk to Painter, which we talked to.
Yeah.
And he said go find out more from the monastery. But do we need to go to the monastery or can we just go straight to the blacksmith's yard? I mean, I guess more information is important. Continue the investigation in the overseer's office. Yeah, let's find out what they have to say, shall we? Sounds a bit sus. Ever see his hand?
God be with you.
Do
Quicksilver.
you have any Quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
You can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau Monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
Yes, please.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the Quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
Okay.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well.
Okay.
God be with you.
There are lots of things for us to do about the overseer. You don't want to talk to me? Cool. Was the hand that we had to talk to anyway. His lackey, I think, was the word the painter used.
Yeah.
So, bit of a wild goose chase, isn't it? Go and speak with Master Fafar. Check the place where the materials are handed over. Let's go check out the hill. Big tree with a little chapel. And it's up here somewhere, right? Am I blind? We see some lads. You see 2 lads.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapota ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. Nope, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
I'll skewer you where you stand.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on. What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I'll make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that. That's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapata?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. But I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak. Just look mean.
Take the goods and go. This guy's really just a...
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapata's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? The bastard owes me 12 groschen. Damn it. Now what? Well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Okay. Complete something? What about you? Do you have anything to say? Like, that was resolved. Without a fight. Okay. Went in with the axe and shield up. Was anticipating a fight there. Looks like we got out of it. Got free. So we need to talk to the blacksmith. I mean, I think we've been trying to get all my information before I went and talked to him, because I figure he's the one we need to talk to, but if I get as much information as I can beforehand, I'll be able to put the pressure on him. Good thing I didn't go and swing in there. It did say a bandit. It did say a bandit. I was ready to start swinging, but he was quite happy to talk. Okay.
Jesus Christ be...
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmith?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough.
Everyone likes
fair-handed
Mikesh.
everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old and too proud to admit it.
Okay. Do you work with copper?
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'm looking into a few things here.
Looking into things? Meaning what?
I'm on the trail of a gang of counterfeiters.
Well,
that's
a serious business. But to answer your question, no. I don't work copper here.
That's not what I heard.
What?
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
By Mickelson the Master Armourer, am I right? They're forever trying to smear my good name. That's why they said it. To make me look suspicious.
But they don't know I'm investigating anything.
Then they're making things up just for spite. Anything else? I still have work to do. God be with you.
Okay. What about the boy? Are you as stern?
God save you.
Copper.
Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father? You're asking for it, boy.
Oh, you're asking for it.
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sir Radzig Cobbler, investigating a grievous crime against the crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
I do.
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
It's protecting you.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberty.
Never mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. Take care.
Now, this is where we've also seen this in here, haven't we?
Copper. And quite a lot of it. I wonder what Zach will have to say about this. Copper. And quite a lot of it. I wonder what Zach will have to say about this.
Righto. About that
So
copper.
back to that copper, Matt.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Yes.
I see. Then it's a little odd that you have baskets full of raw copper in the shed round the back.
You've been in my barn? Best make a head start before I talk to the bailiff.
Your workshop's supplying a counterfeiting gang. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me the truth.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copy sheets here, and I want you to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for.
Wouldn't
I
want to get on the
want to
wrong
get on
side
the
of
wrong
them.
side of them.
Yeah.
Did they threaten you?
It's like they threatened everyone.
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. I'd show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
Okay. What's the matter?
So what are we talking about?
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
Well, that's me.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel.
A duel with bludgeons?
You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
And what do I get out of it?
What we already agreed. I'll give up dealing in copper, and I'll tell you everything I know about what's been going on.
Do you really think that will work?
Otto's always mouthing off in the alehouse that my young lad isn't worth a damn. Once I show he's just a
So
bitter
this is
old
like a
bastard
quest within
spouting
a quest.
hot air, his business will be ruined, and Vitus will reap the reward. What with all the strife in the country these days, there'll be no end of work for a good armourer.
But what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armour is light as an eggshell and hard as a rock.
Nice. Agreed.
Agreed. I'll get to work on it.
Let's do
Wonderful.
it. We have a
Go
duel
to
in the
Otto
town
first
with
and talk him into
bludgeons.
it. Then go to the bailiff so he can announce it and get spectators. The more people see it, the better. We'll bring the armour to you at the combat arena.
Rattled.
Goodbye.
Good luck then.
Okay. Challenge him to a duel. I challenge you to a duel. A lot of have some Yu-Gi-Oh references there as well. Duel. Been a while. Like that's probably one of the shows I didn't watch the whole heap of. Enough though to know some references. Right, so we're going to talk to Master Otter. Convince him.
Vegetables! Fresh vegetables!
To set up a
Look,
duel.
Smell! Aren't they lovely?
Master Otter.
God be with you.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from Blacksmith Zack.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zack must have lost his mind entirely.
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
How's that?
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
Maybe I'm just doing it out of love for my neighbour.
Aye, a regular good Samaritan, no doubt. I could pay you more, and I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, you fight on Zack's side.
And throw it.
And lose.
Throw the bout. I'm not a cheat. Dishonourable.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour, are they?
But what if Zack's right? You're not as young as you used to be, and Vitus is trained with renowned masters.
What? You're as impertinent as that bastard Zack and his whelp of a son. How dare you? I don't need help from the likes of you. You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the monastery won't know which side of you is up. Now clear off.
Not until you tell me where and when we should meet.
I don't know. Sort it out with the bailiff. He should come anyway, so I don't get the blame when you get beaten to a pulp. Good luck to you.
Aye, nice. Okay, very good, very good. Talk to the bailiff. Organise things. Is the bailiff here? It's a scribe.
Good day to you. Take care now.
What can you sell me?
Good boy.
Ooh. I've read that. No. The kid blacksmiths. Tango 12, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Tobias Faithhouse here. Where is the Sasau scribe? Where is the Sasau bailiff? Oh, he's down on his rounds. We can go talk to Faithhouse since he's here right now.
God bless you.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
See?
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rattled.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, yeah, because I know
That's
that.
sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Yeah, so
Very
he
well,
talked to him
I'll
as well.
ask him.
but ask with tact. I don't want
Ask
him
with
getting
tact.
offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something.
Okay.
That's all.
See you later.
Talked with him. Let's go talk to the bailiff. I mean, we're doing a few things here right now. We're going to get a brawl organised, or a bludgeoning occurring soon.
Yeah.
Here he is, the bailiff. Mr. Bailiff.
I'm honoured that a knight...
Jewel.
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zack.
Zack? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armourer.
Another complaint.
Well, you can tell Zack, if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feud of his, I'll have him up for disrespecting the office of the bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so?
Yeah,
well, that's a
interested in
different
that,
kettle
aren't you?
of fish.
Yeah.
That's just what I was after. You have my full attention, friend. What's his plan?
A duel.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Not like that.
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff.
Goodman
No one will
Bailiff.
get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Yes, of course.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
Right
We
now.
can announce it right now.
Yeah. Start the duel. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back. Good luck to you.
Are we in? We're in. We're dueling it up. Here we go.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds.
Ha ha! That is hammer and tongs, more like!
And insomuch as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out.
Put some clothes on.
However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead
Now we're going to try and win this.
Henry of Scarlet.
Now I've got a helmet on, which is not good because
And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone. And until first blood is shed.
Alright, here we go. Come on, Master Otto, what do you
Come,
got?
folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Let's go. I'm not throw on the fight for you, bro.
Yeah, but I'll slaughter you. Bug.
Yeah, a little slow on the blocks there.
Lost your wind?
Look.
Fuck.
Dude, I've laid you out pretty heavily. Got it.
Ah, you kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
It was as easy as falling off a log. I worked up quite a sweat. Don't insult Ozzy, you fought bravely. Worked up quite a sweat.
I must say, I worked up quite a sweat.
No doubt. The main thing is you won. Anyway, come by the forge later for your reward.
All right?
And also, I want to know about what's happening in town.
Good day. Good luck then.
I want to let him walk back to the forge. I want to get my reward first, then I'll ask him about the copper. Did take a bit of damage there. Where's my... wine, and we'll also have the marigold. There it is.
I'm just a stupid woman. I don't understand these things. What do you reckon? Did that battle in Pribyslavitz put an end to the trouble?
Come on.
So, go and see Zach the blacksmith for your reward. At his forge. Check out the engraving workshop. And I need to put my gear back on apparently. Okay. Weapons. Was the bailiff suitably impressed?
Easy.
About that copper.
I told you everything I've got to say. I made you an offer. Now it's up to you.
I'll be on my way, but I'll be back.
I can't wait. Goodbye.
Yeah, so you need to get back to your shop.
Yeah.
As soon as he gets back to his shop, I'll be able to talk to him. That's the play. So we need to go talk to the engraver. Do that first. And then I think we'll have all the information we need to get everything out of this lad.
Yeah.
Master Otter probably isn't going to be too happy with me. where is the person we're talking to? Down here, yeah, the engraving workshop, where we went for the Lady of Talmberg, Stephanie. Lady Stephanie of Talmberg. Same person we went to for the wedding gift, I believe. Tactful about it, though, apparently.
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving.
I'm trying to be tactful.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian.
The apprentice,
Of
right.
course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think.
What's
happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from
This guy
on
speaks
high.
in riddles almost.
Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
Something like that.
May I ask?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Baker's cellar.
Thank you.
Right.
Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate.
His attempts to propagate.
However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
Which one?
A woman from the baths?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.
Which one's his chest? Talk to them down at the baths. Talk to Florian. So on the way back through town, it appears. Okay. Which one is his chest, I might ask? This one? I mean, it's probably the one that's in the next to him in the shop, isn't it? And there's this one. What is that? It looks like something I can pick up. I've already opened some of these chests, but not all of them, I don't think. Yeah, there's ones I must have enough lockpick skill for. We head back over here. I would like to sharpen this sword that I have, even though I don't currently using it. Don't want it to be poor shape. Just get it to good enough shape that I can use a blacksmith's kit on it. That'll be good. I reckon. Yeah. Alright, so we're waiting for the master armorer to come back. Vitus.
God save you.
Anything to say to me? No.
God be with you.
Where's your still coming? The other thing for me to drop here. Oh, that's all the way up there. That's the mine. We may yet get there. Alright, well, let's go talk to Florian then.
Yeah.
While this lad makes his way back to the blacksmith. Since he doesn't want to talk to me before then. So, the bathhouse.
Yeah.
God preserve you. Good night.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What?
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
What?
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Just stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
The bailiff
what did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine. I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
Esther?
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay.
I'd like to know...
I'd like to
So what are you in?
get my...
I'm sure you... Goodbye.
The bath, launder my garments. And I'm guessing I still have wounds. Yes, I have some more. Find one. So... Don't tell me anything?
Yeah.
Go and talk to the bailiff? Maybe?
Mushrooms and asparagus. Lean and fat.
Where's the bailiff at? Up here? Feeling this is the bailiff's house. I mean, I see a chest and I want to open it. Ah, yes, please. Funny thing is, I'm not even trespassing, right? That's the ironic thing. Like I'm allowed to be here. Not sure what I'm doing in here, but I sort of want to talk to the bailiff because... Well, hello there. What have we found here? Open that. Like a tantalizing prospect. Oh, what do we have in here? Just nothing. Ah, this is the back of the grocer. Know anything about this priest? No? So, we go talk to Florian.
Yeah.
Under the bakers. The cellar? Is that here? That's the grocer. That's further along. Is this? That's Rapota. That's the lab we're looking for. Okay. Well, that's the guy we're looking for. Master Florian.
God be with you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I'd say that's a yes. I'll take that as a yes.
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
But you confess to me. The execution will sort it out.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
How can I help?
Me too.
I've got to try and find her.
Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
I'll save Esther.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yeah, well, of course
Yes,
I will.
but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines.
Oh my goodness.
That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Gee.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
God be with you.
Now, Mr. Rapita. I feel like we're going to talk to you. If you're watching over on YouTube, that's going to be the end of episode 61. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.